Okay, so let's get into the GRV, which is the gross realization value or total sales value. Now we've got two methods here. Method 1, which is this section, and method 2, which is this section over here. Now there are two methods because we don't always know what the exact rate is the square meter rate or the square feet rate in that area. So if you go with method 1, you can come back here and select yes. This is the method where I'm going with. And you've got net saleable area, which is the net NSA per unit, and you figure out what the net saleable area of that total unit is actually going to be. So you've got that value if you know that value, but more often we don't know that value, what that net saleable value is going to be. But if you do, by all means come back here and put in, let's say, 230 square meters of that area, and I know that I can sell it for $8,200 a square meter. That's fine, you can put that in there. Or if you don't know that value, select no over here. And method 2 is average area or GRV per unit. So I know that in that area I can actually sell it for $1.2 million a unit. I'll just add another 0 to this. And that's all I need to do. I just have to give a per unit value over here, just one input. And in this method 1, we've got two different inputs. One is you have to figure out what your saleable area of that unit is going to be, and you have to figure out what square meter rate or the square feet rate that you can actually get when you sell that unit in the area. So you've got 1.2 per unit. That's what you've got. And this feasibility also gives you an option to do a mixed-use development. So if you were to run numbers on a mixed-use development which had a commercial or retail section in there, you come down to the section, click yes over here. You select your net lettable area, which is whatever that area is going to be. Rental rate per unit of measurement, which is meter square or square feet. You figure that out. You put in these two values. It automatically collects your gross rent. You have to give your outgoings as an amount or percentage. And again, you can put in $4,500 as an amount or 5% of the total gross rent that you've got. So it's again either or. You put that'll give you your net rent, and here is your capitalization rate that we were talking about. So if you can get 8%, you can capitalize by 8%. See how the value goes down. So this is your end value GRV of your commercial unit. And agent's commission on commercial unit, again, you can put in $15,000 as a value, or you can put in a percentage of the total end value that you are actually going to put in. So you put in your capitalization rate on something like this, maybe it could be 7. That means you'll be able to sell it for $498. But if you've got that as yes over here, when you do your calculations on the other sheet, it will take that into account and add it to your total GRV of the project. So make sure if you haven't got anything commercial, make sure you select no, so that it all goes blank and everything is great. And now all we have to do is check our numbers once again, look at what we've got, what we have allowed for. In this scenario, for example, in my finance costs, I don't need to use setup costs. I'll just put 0 over here. For example, I'll just put that as 0. Again, my construction period is going to be probably 9 months maybe, but I've allowed extra bit over there. My holding period would probably be, in this scenario, probably, I think, about 14 months, not 18 months. So these are certain things that you've got to allow for in this. And once you are done, you go to add-ons, PDS, validation FISO, and click on update FISO. It starts doing its magic, and you can actually click on the other sheet if you wanted to, and you don't have to wait for it to finish, but it's good for you to wait for it to finish. Once it's finished, you can come down here and see, whoa, it's too much profit. And you'll be able to see why that profit is a little bit too much. Is to figure out what you were selling it for. And we can quickly look at where these numbers have come from. So I'll go through this in the next video.